You know, I think it's finally that point in the challenge to where things get pretty damn slow for old Summer Steve, and we are now in the post-survival depression phase. But that's not gonna stop me from riding this whole challenge on its way out into self-sufficiency. Welcome back to the Pyrogenic Summer Challenge. As today is going to be the day I grind out a whole bunch of skills. And I truly mean it when I say it. We're gonna be here grinding some stuff out for a while, but there is going to be an order to all of this madness. As I really can't blitz through some of these skills because I am gatekept from reading any more volumes until I actually reach the level 2 skills for a lot of these things. So I'm gonna be saving a lot of our skills such as electrical in favor for skills that I can do right in the comfort of my own home or in the parking lot, which is currently gonna be cooking and metalworking. I want to squeeze in a little bit of metalworking as I have a bunch of shelves that I can dismantle, and we are extremely close to level 2, which can prompt me another book. It is getting pretty late, but I am gonna do just that. And now that we have a welder mask with ample amounts of fuel, this should be no problem. Pop, pop. Okay, that was a pretty quick bop montage. I was expecting a little bit more resistance, but that opens me up to be able to read Volume 2 of Metalworking. Not only that, but it also allows me to craft up something pretty freaking cool, which is an entire metal workbench. I really don't know what the heck this thing is gonna do, but it's gonna look real cool as soon as Summer Steve is done crafting this bad boy up. Nice. It don't really do much for me right now, but it sure as hell adds in a little bit of extra spice to this main room. Plus, it can be used as storage, and it can also disassemble tools if I so wanted to do that. It is 9:40 a.m., so I think for the rest of the day, I'm gonna start to build up my cooking skills. And when I mean that, I mean I'm just gonna quite literally grab everything and shove it right into my grill. We'll figure the rest out as soon as it's done getting cooked up, you know what I mean? Yes, sir, just like Mama used to make. Oh, this is rancid. And you know what, just for a funny little bit, let's throw an entire melon on this grill as well. I'm pretty sure people cook their melons, right? Right. And once we get all this meat cooking, I have some stale bread and butter to craft up some freaking burgers. I bet you weren't expecting a grill episode, that's for damn sure. And hopefully it'll get finished soon and I can level up on my cooking skill with what little we have. Oh, and I almost forgot, we can also skin all of our dead birds to add on to our cooking experience. We won't cook it up, but I'll pop it in the grill to defrost it. Okay, cool. There's one level. The birds are defrosted, and I'll go take out all of my steak and pork chops. We'll leave the mutton chops on the floor. You know, that can be good rat food. And while we're at it, we can go butcher up all of these birds to turn them into their own separate fillets. Pop that in there, wait for that to cook up, and we got ourselves a stew. Let's slice this bread up. Bada boom, that's level 2 in cooking. And we can go make ourselves a couple of burgers. Let's get a pork chop on that bad boy, some herb, a little bit of ketchup, some mustard, and some small bird meat. The rest of this fresh food can go right back into the freezer so it doesn't go to waste. Okay, not bad. But it also looks like these bread slices are rotting in real time. I took them out for like 1 hour and they already molded up. So I have to be very proactive in, you know, getting this done soon. And our burger is also stale, so let's nom on this thing right now. And with that, I will see you in the morning. All the way over to day 29. This day is going to be pretty boring, but I will go check my farm and my traps right now. And oh my, do they seem to be flourishing. That right there in the bottom corner is a ready-to-harvest cabbage patch. Now, I could let it wait a little bit more to seed, but we have so many darn seeds, I think I am willing to make the first harvest a bit of an exception. So let's see how many cabbages we get. Bada boom. That's an entire 3 cabbages ready to rock. And with those cabbages, I can finally expand my trapping economy, which is a wooden box trap. With these bad boys right here, we should be able to target much larger game like rabbits and squirrels. So I'm also going to unstack this log pile and get even more planks down because I want to drop down as many of these as possible. Okay, I think 9 is going to be more than enough. So let's go slap these bad boys down, and then for the rest of the day after, or multiple days probably, we are going to be reading Cooking Volume 2 and Metalworking Volume 2 as well. I will see you guys then. But once we are done with that, the rest of the day is going to be pretty boring with me reading Cooking Volume 2 and Metalworking Volume 2. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, and let's go get this bread. Or I guess, let's get this meat. Boom. This whole grid array is looking extremely nice. It also looks like we did catch another bird today, so give me that as well. In order to catch things, though, I will need to bait every single one of these with a cabbage. Rabbits love cabbage. I don't know what kind of rabbits are out here, but we're going to find out soon, and we're going to figure out how far 3 cabbages can get us with this mileage. Which, surprisingly, is all 9 trap crates. We didn't even go through the full 3 cabbages. Okay, so we know that 1 cabbage is about good for 3 to 4 traps each. Not bad. We'll also go ahead and rebait all of these bird traps, and when I check these in the morning, we are gonna have a bounty. Hopefully. I really don't know how it's gonna be in the future, but we're gonna figure that out together. Okay, now it's time for the really boring stuff where I just read. I will see you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day. To be honest, it doesn't really feel like day 30. It feels much more like a day 40, but here we are. Our crops are also growing pretty strongly as well. That's another 6 cabbages if I want to harvest them right now, but I do want the seeds, so we're gonna let those bad boys cook a little bit longer. Though the one thing that I am curious about today is to see if we caught any rabbits. If we can catch rabbits, that means we've basically secured the entire game in our bag, as rabbits are both high in food reduction and very high in calories, so I would never die from rabbit starvation, funnily enough. But let's go see what we've caught. And it looks like we've already caught 1, 2, 3, and 4 traps. Oh my god, we're never gonna die out here. I haven't seen a zombie in weeks. I don't even think they exist anymore. This feels like a normal survival game at this point. The temperatures have also gotten pretty negligible, so I don't even feel the effects. Anyways, we got 3 bird traps as well, so that's going to be 3 fresh uncooked birds and 4 rabbits ripe for picking. Boom, that's a new level of trapping. Though the extra level is truly the icing on the cake for how hefty these rabbits are. Oh my, just picking them up. Check that out though, 4 dead rabbits. 2 of them give me -35 and -37 hunger, with there being an absolute chonking 4-kilogram rabbit, -86 hunger, and there's probably like 3,000 calories packed in that bad boy, with there being a pretty decent -58 one as well. Yeah. For 3 cabbages that I just grew out of my backyard, the returns are huge, and it only gets better the better I get. Let's retrap what little ones we can with the cabbage and worms we have, and I think we're gonna be cruising for the rest of the day. Oh man, it don't get much easier than this. You check your farm, you check your traps, you get food, you profit, you sit in your house and read for the rest of the day. Repeat that for about a year straight and we will become the ultimate survivor. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have enough cabbage to bait a lot of these traps, but most of them are already still ready to rock, so it's, you know, not that, actually a lot of these need more cabbages, but it can wait for now. Let's just drop off the food we have right now and worry about it tomorrow. Though I might want to get a new row of cabbages in, as I think that's going to be our power food. Yeah, you know what? Let's get a new one in right now, and then it's back to the reading grind. Oh, our farm just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I really hope it does rain soon because as happy as I am, we are kind of running a little bit low on water. And by low, I mean we've run through about a third of our water reserves. No, we're fine. We're chilling. There really is not going to be a single time to where I get really worried unless it bumps up to like 130 degrees out of nowhere. But for now, we're chilling. Pun intended. Alrighty, it's a new day. You already know the drill. We check the farm. We check the traps, and once we're done with those two staples of my daily routine, I think we can incorporate a little bit of mechanics training. We brought this car all the way down to my parking lot, and I'll be damned if I don't start to dismantle and reassemble this bad boy every day of the week. We got the skills going for us, and we also have the tools. Is what I would love to say, but it does look like we are missing one thing, and that is a wrench. How in my entire life have I not come across a single wrench? Okay, wow, that kind of derails things. You think you're self-sufficient, and then you realize you're missing two key components in that grind, which is a jack and a wrench. So I think this is going to be a half and half skill grind episode with a little bit of looting. Let's go back into town to see if we can't find one at the nearby hardware store. We got a bow and we have a gun, so I'd love to see the zombies try anything, really. Plus, most of them should be dead from my escapades earlier. I'm not really worried, and it gives me time to actually build up some of our skills, namely metalworking, so this is a win-win for us. All we have to do is drive on down, right back into the city center. I'll be real, there were a lot of zombies driving up here, but it does look like our efforts have not been in vain when it comes to this place, so I should be pretty free to disassemble what I like. We'll leave the car running, and it's about time for me to really kick off the grind. I kind of forgot how many damn appliances are in this place, so even if the power is out, we're gonna have a fantastic time in here. So yeah, I think it's about time for us to do a big old bot montage while also keeping an eye on our back, because it can be very easy for a zombie to sneak up on my unsuspecting person. Oh cool, there's even some supplies back here. So let me just dismantle every single one of these radios inside here, and then we can get kick-started with the metalworking. Wish me luck. I also forgot that disassembling furniture items with the propane torch now depletes its fuel. But you know what's pretty freaking rad? We got two grills right here with fuel all ready to rock. With every single roadblock I seem to come across, I have a solution quite literally next to me. Let's refuel the propane torch and keep her going. Bop, 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 bop. We're already up to level 4 metalworking, just like that. So now that we're kind of done here, I don't really want to do any more, as disassembling items requires resources, and I have to be a stickler for that kind of thing. So I think the next thing we're going to do is try to find the wrench in the hardware store, and then I also kind of want to see if there's any other stores of interest before I leave. Also, another really good thing, it looks like refilling the propane torches literally takes like 5% of our propane tank in total, which means that I have so much fuel. Anyways, it's time to check out the hardware store for my wrench, which is quite literally here. Okay, cool. Is there a jack inside here that I could use? Because I do need one of those to do some mechanical stuffs, which looks like a hard no. That's fine, because I can usually find a jack within the back of many different vehicles. Sadly, there was no jack within these two vehicles here, which is fine because I got almost everything I asked for when I came here with little to no resistance. We haven't even killed a zombie yet. So let's go head up to the electronics store, disassemble all the televisions inside there, and then I want to go check out the upstairs area. It also looks like I may have talked a little bit too much before I actually got checked here. Okay, 2 zombie kills in a single episode, I'll take it. One thing's for sure, these bozos never stood a chance. Hell yeah. How's my temperature doing? It is a very solid 104 degrees, so I'm not really worried about getting overheated, but it is also a very real threat. Okay, cool. Nothing in here. with there just being televisions. Let's get to level 2 right now. Holy crap, electrical is a pretty big grind. Even with all the TVs in here, we have not gotten to level 2, with there being a massive pile of scrap on the floor. Zombies included, those chuckle nuts, but I think we're gonna call it quits for electrical here, unless there's some stuff. Oh, there's a couple of flashlights in the back of here. We'll might as well dismantle them. One thing's for sure though, I will not run out of electronic scrap for my generators anytime soon. We got so many, it is unreal. I don't even know how long, because I've only had to use like 3 electronic scrap in my 30 days of survival here. But the last thing that I will do is check out the upstairs area of this place, because I really want to see what's at the end of the room with the barricaded looking areas. Also, what's in here? I do know that there's a zombie around, but you know, we can just passively ignore that bozo. Which seems to be a toy/novelty store. Yeah, nothing too good, really. Kind of a sad thing, but, you know, it's better I figure that out now than later. Ooh, they almost got me there. Oh, too slow, though. I definitely was not panicking. Let's take care of the rest of these zombies and finish what we started. Come on! Window cheese is for all. Like lambs to a slaughter. Okay, now I'm feeling a little bit more safe. Anyways, what do we have down here? Show me your secrets, mystery door. Please don't rebarricade it, just unbarricade it. Also, it does look like most of the zombies are downstairs, so I can be a little bit more safe. Ooh, there is a zombie on the other side, though. Ho ho! Get the hell out of here. What do you have inside here, sir? Let's see what we got. We got scrap electronics, electrician volume 2, a massive spiffo sign. Can I take it? Oh, I can! Oh, you know what? This entire trip was worth it. We got a new best friend. Much bigger than... You ever see that trope of someone being in the desert and they see a mirage of water that looks like a beautiful oasis? That's Summer Steve right now. But like... it's real. That is how many water barrels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, today just got 10 times better. Okay, well, don't mind if I do take all this home. I'm gonna be taking it with me, which is gonna take a little bit, and I am gonna need to pour out all this water, but it will be worth it. I might honestly sleep here for the night. I mean, we don't have food, but I am willing to go hungry for at least one day, because I know that the cabbages and stuff in the generator I have at home won't run out of fuel anytime soon. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna camp here. As soon as we wake up in the morning, I am gonna lug all of those rain collectors back home. And hey, would you look at that, we also reached electrical level 2, because I did go into the back room of here, and it just went to town on the radios inside this store here. That should be most of the zombies in the area, so I should have a pretty good night's rest. I can't wait to lug all these rain collectors back home and see the absolute pile I have when I wake up in the morning. It's gonna be a good day. Matter of fact, it's already a fantastic day for Steve. This is one of the only series to where I could say he is truly thriving in this environment. And it feels pretty good after all the L's I've taken, you know? What I'm trying to say is that death flags aside, I think he has a chance. I'll see you in the morning though, and then it's gonna be Water World. I did wake up at 2 a.m., but that's definitely not gonna stop me from getting what I want. It's just gonna be a little bit darker out. Alrighty, we were able to make it back with every single rain collector barrel that I could collect. And by the way, I have to say, my luck is atrocious. I had a 30% chance to break each barrel, and I only left with 5 out of the 10. I deserve an extra 2 rain collector barrels, but RNG was just not forgiving. But still, having an extra 5 is pretty much overkill, especially because it wasn't even the goal in the first place. So the next time it rains, I will have enough water to last like an entire generation. Anyways, as I navigate between the hordes of the damned here, there are still a lot of zombies in the nearby area. Don't ever forget that. like an alarming amount of zombies if you're looking around, but it's not my problem as it's pretty far away. But now that we are placing down these extra rain collector barrels, I'll be honest, I don't see myself doing much else in this series. I mean, we've already established a farm that is obviously working with what little rain we have. I mean, we have seedling carrots, growing lettuce and cabbage, with enough water to water it 10 times over. Not only that, but we have a trapping system to where we can catch absolutely huge rabbits if we can trap every single trap crate, which only requires planks, which I can easily get from disassembling homes or going down to the good old train tracks that way. We have a 24/7 running generator that is very good in condition, and whenever it runs out of fuel, all I need to do is walk 5 feet down to the gas station. Yeah, I don't see myself dying to anything at this point, especially because the longer I go on with this series, the less the temperature is going to be a problem. The only reason it wasn't the problem at the start is because we started in July 4th, you know, the hottest time of the year. So now that we're kind of past the early game, there's not much else for me to do here other than to just, like, get richer. What I'm really trying to say, as I drop down these last few rain collector barrels, is that I think we can survive 100 days at this point, and I am gonna do a heavily edited version of just me sitting on my butt, reading books, and getting to that point. I don't see myself doing any other thing, so if I can make it to 100 days very sped up, I'll count that as a win for Summer Steve. He's earned it at this point, okay? A lot of my Zomboid characters have died, and one person needs to have a success story out of the 5 or 10 that have failed. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna end the episode here. I mean, come on, look at how many rain collector barrels I have at this point. It is funny to me. Anyways, I'm gonna end the episode here, with the next episode most likely being the finale to the series as I survive 100 days. We are 1/3 of the way there, so there is gonna be a lot of waiting, but I am here for it. So I would really appreciate it if you guys liked this video, shared a comment down below, and tell me your suggestions for the future. It's probably gonna go for other series though. I feel like I'm done here at this point. I've done all I could with what little circumstance I've had, and even in this limited town environment, I have enough to keep me fed for the rest of my little life. I guess I'll see you all next time. Peace the hell out, everyone.